A Haunting in Venice, directed by Kenneth Branagh, features him reprising his role as the famous detective Hercule Poirot for the third time. This time, the story unfolds in post-World War II Venice, where Poirot, now retired and living in seclusion, reluctantly attends a seance. However, things take a dark turn when one of the guests is brutally murdered. Thus, the former detective is compelled to once again employ his investigative prowess to unveil the identity of the killer. When it comes to Agatha Christie's stories, Halloween Party has been one of the least adapted. Previously, it was adapted for television, but now we are finally treated to a feature film adaptation of this intriguing tale. The two previous films in this franchise, Murder on the Orient Express and Death on the Nile, both offered enjoyable murder mysteries that I believe will become even more enjoyable for fellow mystery enthusiasts like me. However, this time, there's a unique twist as it delves into the realm of horror. Being a fan of both murder mysteries and horror, I must admit that this movie earns some extra points in my book. Nevertheless, my affinity for the horror genre also means I'll be scrutinizing its scares with a discerning eye. What Branagh consistently gets right in this franchise, as he did in the previous two films, is the portrayal of the character. He excels as Poirot, bringing a delightful likability and charisma to the role. In fact, I would love to see more movies with him as this character, because he adds so much charm to every scene. Moreover, he has once again assembled an outstanding cast, with Michelle Yeoh delivering a standout performance, particularly in the seance scene. I'd witnessed many seance scenes in movies, but this one takes a unique approach, not only in its camera work, but also in Yeoh's compelling performance. Tina Fey, known for her comedic roles, takes on a completely non-comedic character here. She portrays an author who sees an opportunity to write a non-fiction book about the unfolding events. The majority of the action unfolds within the confines of a massive, almost claustrophobic house. Poirot's declaration that nobody's leaving until we solve this truly makes you feel trapped alongside the characters. When I first saw the trailer for this movie, I found it somewhat misleading. The initial half of the trailer made it seem like a Conjuring universe film or something akin to The Nun 2. However, towards the end, a mustached gentleman appears, which can be jarring for those unfamiliar with the franchise. This could potentially pose challenges in attracting a diverse audience. Older viewers might be more inclined to watch a Hercule Poirot movie, while younger audiences, misled by the trailer and poster, might not grasp the essence of the film. Nevertheless, these considerations about its audience aside, the movie itself shouldn't be judged based on this. Regrettably, the horror aspect of the movie falls short of expectations. There are moments that lack the intensity I was hoping for, and Branagh's signature Dutch angles, which didn't quite work in his Thor movie, find better application here. While this isn't Branagh's first venture into horror, with his earlier film Dead Again having a somewhat horror-adjacent theme, it's refreshing to see him explore this genre further. As I mentioned at the outset, this movie holds a special place for me due to its combination of murder mystery and horror elements. These aspects, if executed well, always resonate with me. While the film succeeds in challenging Poirot's beliefs and adding depth to his character, I must admit that the murder mystery element in the previous two films was more compelling. I would love to hear your thoughts on A Haunting in Venice if you decide to watch it. Thank you for joining me, and stay tuned for more exciting videos in the near future. If you enjoyed this review, you can click right here to get more insightful content.